back to the CayVin Universe. Thank you for joining us. Today we have a very special episode. We're going to be getting into some Mandela Effects, and then we're going to follow it up with some real reactions.
Oh, yes. We are on. We're live.
Yeah,
yeah, wasn't really prepared for this, but here we are.
Yeah, here we are doing this video 2 days after we were supposed to.
Yes. Yeah, and then like an
So-
hour after we're supposed to because, in case you hadn't noticed, we have a green screen behind us with whatever effect we want on it. And it took about an hour to do that because we can never get it right with the lighting.
Yeah.
There's always something messed up, and then if the green screen's messed up, it messes up the whole freaking
Yeah.
podcast. And I was
Yeah.
getting frustrated. A little behind the scenes.
Well, might I say that it actually looks really good.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I hope so.
It looks a lot better than it was before.
Well, yeah, what we got today is going to be no news, no this, that, or something questions. We got some Mandela Effects. Now, we did a Mandela Effect before, or did we? No, I'm just kidding. But it was before we were in video, and actually we have some updated Mandela Effects along with some updated theories. So yeah, let's get right into it. What is the first Mandela Effect on here? We did some research on some ones that
Yeah, we
there's
had
not.
to fact check some of these. to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
honest.
Yeah, honestly, and some of these we got 10, the top 10 newest
Mhm.
ones that caught our attention. So
Yes.
we'll start it off.
Starting off with Cheez-it and Cheez-itz. I always personally thought it was Cheez-itz with the Z at the end, but apparently it's not.
Yeah, so it's cheese with the Z at the end of the cheese,
Yeah.
but no Z at the end
Yeah.
of the it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think it just flows better as Cheez-itz. That's why I've always said it like that.
Yeah, I've always thought it was Cheez-itz too, like two Z's.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
just Cheez-it.
Yeah,
Why?
and for those that don't actually know what a Mandela effect is, can you kind of explain it?
So I
Is-
guess if I'm not, I hope I'm good at this, but
It's basically the theory of
yeah,
something's altered from the way we
we were used to it or have seen it before.
Yeah, in the masses, not just, a couple people.
Right, right. And doesn't like the whole Mandela thing like originate from Nelson Mandela, right? Like apparently people thought that he like died like all this time ago, but then he like actually ended up dying like in 2013 or 2012.
Right,
something
right.
like
Yeah,
that.
or yeah, people thought he died in prison, but he actually died out of prison. And then like a different time than he died. So that's where the
Yeah.
theory comes from.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next one, see this, I don't really believe it's part of the theory. I think this is just a classic human misconception. But yeah, Sex in the City and then Sex and the City.
So Sex and the City is the correct way to say it.
Right.
I just feel like it's always so generically said as Sex in the City. Because
Ye-
I mean, you got like this the group of women, and like it kind of fits with like the whole vibe, like oh, we're having sex in the city, like, but no, it's Sex and the City.
Yeah, see how I know this is just a common misconception is because I remember being in the Corpus Christi Trade Center. I was at the Corpus Christi Trade Center. You know how they have the perfume section where they sell all the perfumes that are like basically counterfeits.
Say fake.
Yeah, but they had one that was the Sex and the City perfume, and I'm looking because I like, it's kind of like a cool thing. I like to look and see, like, okay, what part of this makes it a counterfeit? Because it's
Yeah.
usually just like, nothing. But, I mean, I'm sure as far as ingredients goes,
Right.
yeah, it's probably just more alcohol and less fragrance. But I saw the Sex and the City one, and I was like, what's different about this? And I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know the difference. And then that's when I figured it out that the name is not Sex in the City, because that's what the fragrance was called. It's actually Sex and the City. So I wonder how many people get confused with like those Sex in the City fragrances.
Yeah, I
Say,
probably
see, I
would've,
just said it
too.
wrong. Sex and the City.
Sex and the City. If I would have seen that perfume and saw Sex and the City, I would be like, oh, this is fake. It doesn't even have the right name on it.
Yeah. Wait, is it or and? See, I'm confused
It's
now.
and.
And, okay.
Yeah, we all say in. It's
Okay.
where it like happens. Yeah, in our brain.
Now, this next one is like, no. Like,
No.
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 There's no way.
No.
You know what? Like, my brother, shoot. Let me use your phone. Do you have my brother's number in here?
I think so.
So Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, it says, you've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Yeah.
But apparently now, it's you've been hit by a smooth criminal.
So it just says it twice.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask him?
I'm going to ask JR.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask JR because
Yeah, he's in there.
I would call Rudy, but he don't have a FaceTime audio I got to use because got no service out here.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I've always been into Michael Jackson. Smooth Criminal was not one that I knew, like, by lyrics, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's probably going to be wondering, like, why is Kay FaceTiming me?
Yeah. Well, he'll probably know. Oh, you were asleep?
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're doing our podcast. My bad. I didn't mean to wake you up. I wanted to call you and ask you something.
Go ahead. Sweet.
So, in the Michael Jackson song, Smooth Criminal, he says, "You've been hit by," then he says what?
A smooth criminal.
Yeah, but how does the whole line go?
You've been hit by, and then it goes boom, boom.
He doesn't say you've been struck by?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. He goes, you've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
See? And are you 100% positive he says you've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal?
100%, yes.
Apparently, this is a Mandela effect that he's never says that. Apparently, he says you've been hit by a smooth criminal.
No, he says struck by.
See? It's crazy.
Hit by twice.
No way.
Yes, he says you've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
see,
Roxy
knew.
remembers
Roxy's
it a
in on
different
it.
way. See? So yeah, that's the debate we're trying to do on the podcast, the Mandela effect. Like, is it a real effect or is it just some of us remember it a different way?
I remember hit by twice.
I remember struck by. Now you're going to tell me that the Monopoly man didn't have a glass eye.
No, Monopoly.
The Monopoly man didn't have a glass eye. Oh, okay. I'll give you another one because this is on the list. So in the Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time," did she have a microphone or not in the music video? Did she have a microphone around her? You know, like one of those earpiece microphones?
No.
I don't think so, no.
I thought she did.
See,
I seen
see,
it.
this is adding up. It's just classic human.
I seen it. Yeah, it's
classic
just our
human memory.
brains.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Well, okay. Well, here's another one. I'm looking through the list.
You're sleeping, babe.
I know. I'm sorry. One more, bro. Okay. Do you ever remember seeing that Disney intro where Tinkerbell is doing the intro to Disney and her wand messes up and she hits her wand?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently, that never existed.
No, that did exist.
It did.
See?
It did.
Yeah. Apparently, that never existed.
Because that's Disney, man. When we watched all that.
Yeah, I can like picture
Literally.
it in my head. She's like
Yeah.
doing that, like it's not working.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Well, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Sorry to wake you up, but I love you.
One.
I don't remember.
Oh, no problem, bro. Hell yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
All right. Love you. Bye. Whoa.
That Tinkerbell one, I refuse.
Well, yeah. He just helped us go through.
3 of them.
3 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, the Tinkerbell one didn't exist.
Yeah, and the Britney Spears, I think it might just be like, I don't know. I think I don't know how to explain that one. I don't know how to explain any of these.
Yeah. And, well, see, the Bob Barker. Apparently, Bob Barker, a lot of people think Bob Barker died from The Price is Right. Well, apparently, Bob Barker's alive and well at 99 years old.
From The Price is Right. I literally
Yes.
just brought this up to you because something happened. I don't know if it was like his birthday or like he was in the news for something. And I thought, oh, that guy died. But you know what it was? I think it was the Jeopardy guy.
Yes, a lot of people are getting him
Yes.
confused with Alex Trebek.
Yes.
From Jeopardy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
Then that makes sense.
a lot
but-
of these are adding up, and we said this, the episode 23, I think, or 24,
Yeah.
where we did Mandela Effect, and it just might be classic human memory. But we got few other. There's another thing that I think is a good theory. Yeah. What were we
I
gonna
was
say?
just gonna say like this next one, the capital of Australia.
Like that.
If we had literally a live poll right now, I would like to ask, hey everybody, what's the capital of Australia?
There you
Just
go.
like off the top of your head.
You got 5 seconds. What's the capital of Australia?
Well, it's not Sydney. Okay, it's not Sydney.
I've
It's Canberra.
never heard of it.
Canberra.
Never
Never
heard
heard
of
of it.
And I was into geography. Good point in my life, or for a good chunk of my life.
And you know what? Wait, what?
Like when we started learning geography in like 4th, 5th grade, I used to like staring at the globe and stuff.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
why I
there was
heard
one
that
point
wrong.
where I memorized all the capitals of well, it was at least all the United States. But see,
Yeah.
I would have memorized the capitals everywhere else too, and the capital of Australia is definitely Sydney.
So, okay, I'm going to say Sydney too, but I think, here, let me try and explain this one. I think what it is that when you go to Australia, Sydney is such like a well-known attraction that I think in our brains,
It's like the hub.
I think in our brains we just kind of assumed like, because like just like how people will go to, when people come to Texas, where you're gonna want to try and go, Austin, okay,
Yeah.
capital.
You think a lot of people know Sydney too because of Finding Nemo?
Honestly,
P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way. Sydney?
Wallaby Way, Sydney, definitely. That's definitely why, for sure. Yeah, but I refuse to believe because, like, what in the heck is Canberra? Never. Who goes there? Like, who says I want to visit Canberra, Australia? Boring.
No. I mean, we do have a few people listening to Australia, so no offense.
Yeah, no offense to I'm just saying, like, it's. Just, I just feel like it's just like.
I
can't explain this.
I'd love to visit Australia.
Yeah, I'd love to visit.
I even
Sydney.
said that Australian, mate. I'm sorry, they probably hate that.
Yeah, they probably do.
Yeah.
But I'd love to visit Sydney.
Yeah, see, we got like probably 3 listeners in Australia. Let's bump those up, Australia. Tell your friends. We can do a live podcast in Australia one day.
Live podcast from Canberra.
Yeah. Come on. Buy the tickets. Pre-order now.
All right.
Pre-order now for probably like 10 years later.
We could be like that movie, like sells tickets. It was coming out in 100 years,
Right?
Our live podcast happening in 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Buy tickets today.
I wonder if everyone's done that. Just like set a goal.
I mean,
No matter how long it takes.
Yeah, you have 10,
Like, we need
10
to
years
sell-
to buy tickets.
10 years or first to like 2,000 tickets.
Yeah,
And we'll do it. However long it
sounds
takes.
doable. Sounds doable. It's funny.
No, but anyway, ET phone home. That's how
Always,
it goes, right?
Always.
ET phone home.
home. Yeah.
Apparently he says home phone. Like what?
Why? Why? Does he have a landline or something? Is he trying to reach his family on the landline? Like what?
I need my home phone.
I need my home phone.
He's like ET,
He's like-
Social Security.
E.T. landline. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Some of these I just can't. I can't wrap my head around.
Like Fruit Loops. Apparently, I've always thought only the 2 O's that make up the little cereal O's were only in loops. Apparently, it's also in fruit. So it's fruit. It's not even Fruit Loops. It's Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. Yeah, not Fruit Loops. Doesn't even make sense. Make
I
it
don't
make
know.
sense, people. The math ain't mathin'.
The math ain't mathin'. Forrest Gump, last one. Life's like a box of chocolates, or life was like a box of chocolates.
Life's like a box of chocolates. Oh no, I said it like the SpongeBob lady.
Or is it life is like a box of chocolates? See, that's a classic misconception. But it doesn't even make sense. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
But apparently he says life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get? That don't even make no sense.
No, it doesn't. It does not at all. Did you hear the way I said chocolate?
Chocolates.
I said chocolate.
They're buying chocolates.
What are they selling?
Chocolates.
Oh,
That lady
God.
gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
Really?
There's a
She
few
scared you?
SpongeBob episodes that gave me nightmares when I was kids, and that was one of them.
The only one that
lady.
did was we should have a SpongeBob episode. Is what we should do. Talk about
Like I
our
was telling you the
faves.
one about the butterfly when they're chasing the butterfly and it
Oh.
goes on there. It's like bzzz. I was like, oh god, I would want to throw up every time that came on.
No, the only one for me that really spooked me was the Hashling and Slasher, of course.
Yeah, that kind of spooked me too.
Yeah.
But then I like the end.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Yeah, I love it.
What's your favorite SpongeBob episode?
I don't know. I feel like there's so many.
I tell you, mine and even probably Jared's favorite was the one where Sandy's hibernating and it's all snowing in her. It's an older one. It's all snowing in her little dome and she's hibernating. They go to go to see her and they don't realize that she's hibernating and what hibernation is. So then they start playing in the snow. I'm Dirty Dan. You know that one?
I like vaguely
I'm
remember
Dirty
that one.
Dan.
That's what I mean. Like there's so many.
All right, Pinhead, your time is up. And Patrick's like, who you calling Pinhead?
You sounded just like it. It's funny. Oh God, that's funny. But yeah, I mean, Forrest Gump, classic movie. That's what we were talking about.
Yo, yeah, we're talking about Forrest Gump. From Forrest Gump to SpongeBob. I don't know how we went there.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so of course, causes like my memory fails me every podcast, and I can't even speak after 100 episodes. Still don't know how to speak correctly on the show. Classic human memory, classic human error that we just forget these things.
I think it might. I think you know, you can continue with the rest, but I think that's gonna be like the main one.
Yeah, it's either this one or the last one we have. Of course, people, a lot of people theorize it's a CERN particle collider that they're creating, but I don't believe that or that they've created. Excuse me. All right, we're back.
Okay over there.
Yeah. I don't believe it's a certain particle collider, but because Mandela Effects been around before that thing was even, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then, of course, there's the parallel dimension theory that we have merged, somehow transferred or whatever into a parallel dimension because our last one collapsed.
Whoa.
That's a little freaky.
That's a little out there.
A little out there. And, of course, another theory a little out there, we live in a simulation. There's a glitch. There's glitches in the simulation.
That's
and that's
always
what these
a
things are.
possibility.
Yeah. I gave up on the simulation theory.
Oh,
like,
really?
I mean, like, really, we're in a simulation, and, like, if we're in the simulation, we're probably NPCs. Because, like, what is this?
Yeah.
Actually, we have a lot to be thankful for.
That's very true.
Great life, but at the same time, it's
Great
like,
life creating life.
at the same time, it's like, we're in a simulation, we're, like, on level 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when is
We're in some Ready Player One shit.
Yes. Oh, gosh, what are we even talking about?
The Google effect? Can you explain that?
Then there's the Google effect, yeah, where this one's a little scary. Like, I know we talked about some that are out there, but this one's a little scary. Is that Google basically controls information. We Google everything, right? And then even, like, all the other search engines, I bet they're all just running off the same shit Google is. And, you know, if Google controls the information, can change what they want, and they can therefore control the narrative and control reality.
Damn. Google just, like, has a chokehold on us. Because that's why they say, like, don't Google it. Because, you know, I mean, half the time it's not right.
Can't beat them, join them. Some would say. You know? I don't know.
Funny.
I was just a little out there.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. That's the. I guess that's the.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, we need to change our podcast. It's just we don't know.
Well, so what?
We don't have the answers, people. I'm sorry.
We don't have the answers.
We have the answers on some things, but other things we just, you know, it's good. It's fun to stir the mind a little bit, you know, and then we figure out the answers together.
Yeah.
You know. I feel like
we all need a little mind fuck.
There you go. You want to get in some real reactions?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, that was my bad. I was playing the game, and I butt dialed the phone. Okay. That was my bad. What? No. It's only me.
10-4, we got contact. Male juvenile coming out, talking to us.
They literally have their guns drawn.
Do us a favor, turn around. Turn around. Turn around, you got me covered? All right, just put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to cuff you right now. Do you have any weapons on you or anything sharp?
Nope. Yeah. He was. I was playing Rainbow Six Siege inside.
What'd you say when you were on the phone accidentally?
I can't remember. All I remember was a 4-minute phone call.
What's your name, bud? Okay, you can relax. Okay, so this was just an accident. You called 911. Did you say you killed people or something like that?
Rainbow Six Siege. I had my headset on.
Okay, how old are you?
17.
You're 17. Do you have a driver's license or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a driver's license.
Are you, where's your parents at?
Work.
Okay.
Yeah, so this video goes on for like over 2 minutes,
Can you
but
call your mom for me?
basically, yeah, he's getting ready to call his mom. He's like, "Oh, mom, I fucked up." So basically, this kid is playing Rainbow Siege 6 and accidentally butt dials 911 and continues to say in the headset that he just killed 4 people. And so being on the phone with 911, like, what are they gonna do? You know, like, besides show up.
Right,
so
yeah,
they show up, have their guns drawn, and he's like, "Oh, you know, it was just an accident." Like, but
well, at least those cops could have handled it a lot worse.
Yeah.
So they did handle it well and
Yeah.
believe him right away. But whoa,
Yeah.
that's just with the luck.
that's crazy.
Like,
The luck. Like, first of all, why are you sitting on your phone? Like,
but I've done that before, where like, because the iPhones now have like,
The
if you hold
emergency?
and then it starts beeping. I've done that I've done that like on a Greyhound bus or one time it was a Greyhound bus going to visit you from old San Antonio to Corpus, and that happened, and I immediately turned it off, and then they call back right away like,
They
"Hey,
wanna
is
make sure
everything
you're
okay?"
good, yeah.
And I was like, no, I was falling asleep, and like accidentally like.
Yeah,
hit
they probably.
this.
How many times a day? Like, I would love to know the statistic of that. Like, how many times a day does somebody like truly accidentally call 911?
Oh.
Like, because I know some people, like, you know, there might be some cases where, like, oh, you call 911, but then you change your mind. But no, like, as soon
Yeah.
as that call connects, like, which is within, like, a second or two, like, they're going to call you right back and make sure that everything's
Wow.
chill.
Can you text 911 now? Is that possible?
I don't know, but if
I always
you're in a
wondered that.
life-threatening emergency, do you even have time to text?
Like if you're like hiding somewhere and you can't like call.
Maybe.
You
Yeah,
know?
because
I always wondered that, but it's like, am I gonna test it out?
yeah,
You know?
that's like how like you see in those like I know it's just movies, but I'm sure you know people it could happen in real life. Like if you're kidnapped or something, like
Mhm.
and like you like are like, oh, I have to, you know, you tell your kidnapper I gotta make a call, but then you like pretend like you're ordering pizza or some shit.
Yeah,
and then,
there's
like,
that.
You'd use
They
like
know.
the code words and stuff. So
Yeah.
I guess that would work too. But yeah,
I would hope if you can't text 911 by now, they gotta update that.
yeah,
They gotta get a
it's
SMS line.
2023.
Yeah.
You
Gotta get an iCloud account.
iMessage. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This reminds me of an old news story that when I was a kid, my parents had on the news in Houston one time, and apparently these there was like a home invasion where these guys broke into, you know, these people's home and were gonna rob them and stuff, and the kid in the room had Grand Theft Auto on full blast, and he had just got committed a crime in Grand Theft Auto. That's a weird paradox.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're thinking as far as simulation goes, but the sirens in the game freaked out the robbers inside the house, and they took off because they thought there was actual cops.
Now that is lucky.
Yes, yeah,
That
that's
is
the other
lucky.
side of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, the roles are reversed. You got the robbers scared of you.
right?
That's freaking crazy. Let's see here.
Get off the bus! Get off the fucking
Oh,
bus!
we got it.
Get off the bus, yo! Get off the bus! Oh my gosh, what the fuck?
I even when I first saw this, I was like, damn. I was like, no, that's fucked up. I was like, if that was my kid.
Crazy, yo.
You okay? That's not a kid.
That's a grown ass man.
That's not a kid.
And then immediately,
Did we ever figure out if this was scripted or not?
I have no idea. I've never seen this one until recently.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
saw this years ago.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, when things get resurfaced and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw it popped up on Instagram and I was just like, because it caught me at first because like immediately when you're not seeing it, you're like, oh my God, did this driver really just manhandle this child off the bus?
Yeah.
But then it ended up just being a short person.
Yeah, so I want to know if it was scripted or if this guy was really trying to go to school, impersonate a kid, and the bus driver realized halfway through and just started throwing him out.
I would think somebody would have to be in on it though, because then he even had those like random bystanders like helping him.
Yeah.
Like, and then even as soon as they realized, like, oh my God, this really is not a kid, like they just dropped it, like just walked away because they were like, damn,
Wow.
I just got punked.
Yeah, literally turned into a classic there.
Yeah. Now this is just stupidity.
That's yep.
It's not.
Whew.
Have you ever like?
Yeah, let's take something that's super cold and something that's super hot and merge them together and see what happens.
Do you have like a story of like how?
On glass, by the way.
Do you have a story that you realize like that those two didn't mix? Like even if it was like a young age? Because I do.
I mean, science class?
Okay, no, I didn't like this in science. I remember my mom had a favorite.
Paying attention in science class? I'm sorry.
My mom had a favorite baking dish that she used for everything, and for some reason I used it for something in the oven, and I took out what I needed to from it. Immediately put it in the sink and started running water on it, and it fucking just cracked and broke into like pieces.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
I've done that before.
I mean, yeah, that's the other way of learning. You live and you learn.
That's what I mean. Like if you've ever experienced like,
yeah.
oh,
That's, example. Some people need to learn by example. There you go.
yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, my mom was pretty upset. She's like, that was my favorite baking
Yeah.
dish. I was like, I'm sorry. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was just a child.
I think it's just mainly glass is reacts like that because I mean you can do it for steel. Like there's people that like blacksmith it super hot and you dip it in steel.
Yeah.
Or dip it in water. I mean, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I do know. All right.
I mean, this ain't the chicken noodle soup that I ordered, but I'll take it. Soup with a live-action Ratatouille versus Stuart Little.
Oh, is there two or was that one? Was he like trying to save his friend?
Yeah, no, I think they were fighting. That's why he said the live action Ratatouille versus Stuart Little.
Oh, that makes me want to hug myself.
Wait, we gotta watch one more time.
No.
Please.
Ah.
I just thought the commentary was hilarious.
It's just like in the soup. That's just so disgusting.
Yeah, that's like that rat temple that we just learned about.
Oh my god.
Like that's insane. The rat temple, like basically like this like tribe family or group, I don't even know what you'd call them. Basically just like live with a bunch of these rats because their reincarnation they believe is that when them humans pass away, they turn into the rats, and then when the rats in the temple pass away, they turn into the humans. So it's just like either or.
Let's watch it one more time.
Actually, really crazy.
I love torturing myself.
I mean, this ain't the chicken noodle soup that I ordered, but I'll take it. Soup with a live-action
come here, I
Ratatouille
got
versus
you.
Stuart Little.
I think they were fighting. I don't think they were trying to save each other.
That's a classic.
Okay, the last one here.
The elevator is at the center of the platform.
Dude.
So this woman is just trying to enjoy her lunch on the subway, and this homeless man is basically like wanting a little bit of her food, and she's like, no. And then he just fucking just tries to take a whole handful and shove it in his mouth. Like, what do you do in that situation? And of course he takes off running, and everyone tries to get up to defend her.
Like, what? Can we play it again? Because you see him eyeing it, and I mean, I know he's homeless and all, but...
Don't be like that, right?
But then why is she like all like eating too, like right in front of a homeless man? That's kind of...
I know. And why is just anyone allowed on the subway?
Let's get ethical.
Like he's wearing half a pant.
Oh, okay. So he asked her if he could like have some, if he can have, or he went like that with his cup. So I don't know if he's asking for food or asking for.
He kind of like did one of those, like a pointing.
And she said no, so he's like, all right, I'm just gonna take it. So bad.
Damn. But yeah, I don't know what even I would do in that situation. I wouldn't. If I lived in New York, I would not drive the subway.
Drive the subway?
Or
you're gonna drive the subway?
I would not ride the subway.
You're gonna drive it? Here you go with your little conductor hat.
Oh God! Oh Lordy Lord!
Oh God!
Yeah.
What's that one? Did we see? What's that one you just had it on? Didn't you just have it on something?
No.
The heck? What video was it? Just that was on the next.
Oh
video
yeah, I think it just played. Yeah.
Wow.
Because Instagram, you can't just download them.
Yeah.
You know how it be. But yeah. Yeah. What? I know what you're thinking. God
what am I thinking?
You're thinking that I don't have good reels anymore.
What do you mean?
You say all my reels are. I mean, my reels are jobber.
Jobber.
Well, then you do reels then.
Oh no, because then I feel like I like when I get like. I feel like I like being surprised, but then there were reels in the past episodes that I've shown you that I do like when you get surprised too.
Yeah, see, I deserve some surprising.
Okay, I'll help you out with some reels.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
I mean, you're literally on Instagram Reels like so many times.
Because Instagram Reels gets me more than TikTok.
Well,
because
you notice
Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I picked up some of these from Instagram because I'm getting into that.
Yeah, because Instagram has better. I feel like Instagram is like more mature version of TikTok.
You can't find crazy shit on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Everything
like
gets removed,
reported, and blocked.
But Instagram Reels is
you can put
anything
anything
better.
on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram Reels is definitely getting. Yeah, so who knows? I mean, Instagram was technically the thing they killed Vine, and people don't remember. Because Instagram at one point was just pictures, and then Vine is like, hey, we have these, 5-10 second videos or whatever. And Instagram's like, oh, yeah? Guess what? We got 30-second videos, and that went to a minute, and then now you can post whatever.
Yeah, you see how this talk about TikTok getting banned. I don't know about all that. That's just like a whole nother conversation for a whole nother different day.
No,
but I don't believe it. Yeah, so
No.
like, what's the point of talking about it?
Loopholes to everything. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, but at the same time, you see that stuff about TikTok. You don't see that stuff about like Instagram. Oh, Instagram's gonna get banned.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
never.
It's just because the Instagram, being the Chinese company and spyware and all that stuff. But it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
like the government's like, oh, we're gonna, listen and watch everything you do, but no other country can. It's like, all right, cool.
Very cool. Yeah. Wow.
Well, happy spring equinox.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is spring equinox. So.
Cool.
And happy.
Is today the first day of spring?
No.
I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the first day of spring?
I think so.
Oh, that makes sense.
That explains the change in weather. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it's after midnight. So yes, it was yesterday, Monday.
Oh, well, happy spring, everyone.
Happy spring, everyone.
Yes, we're in full spring. Typical insert cheesy freaking line here.
Yeah.
Check us out, Caylin. Or in our music. What do you guys say? Great.
Hey everyone, if you like that video, make sure you hit like and subscribe for more, so you can also be notified every time that we post new episodes. Also, do not forget, if you're not already, following us on social media at CayVin Universe on all platforms, any social app that you can think of, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, anything, whatever.
Yeah. And also check out our Patreon, patreon.com/CayVinUniverse for bonus episodes and content. And then, of course, if you want to further support us, we got our merch at CayVin.com. Get some cool merch at CayVin.com.